Okie dokie. Loading back in to Space Engineers. Welcome on back. It says I've been going for 2 minutes, but that's a lie. Because I've actually been going for about 20 seconds. So that's fine. That's all well and good. It's been a minute since I've been in here, and there's a giant hole in the ground. I put that there. It's fine. Oh, yeah. It's a nice hole, too. I feel like I should do something with this hole, having made it. I just don't want my permanent base here, so never mind. All right, let's wait for everything to come up online. I'll jump out once everything's sort of loaded in, right? We got all this ships out here, all this buildings that need to come in. Oh, there's a spotlight. It looks like the lighting has come in, but not the lights. I should finish this corner, I guess. I think black is working for that, so I'll try and get the whole outside done up. And I want to get railing here, but I think the only way to get railing, right? I don't think there's corner railing. So I have to do catwalks, right? Not IG. Right, because, oh. Yeah, there's catwalks, but there's no cover walls. So it would have to be catwalks. If we do catwalks and we look at cover walls, right, cover walls I can get. I know it's not R, it's. But then I can't have anything else in this block, so I can't put one over there. And then a half cover wall. How do you, oh, you scroll. Only covers half of the space. But that doesn't really help me get one over there. I can't get one over here, I think, if I'm doing that. So this pretty much has to be catwalks, which I can at least do in a corner. And I think I would like to have that here. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 corners. And then 1, 2, 3 on every side. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 8 corners. Let's get a full count, and then we'll order it up, and we'll get going. While that's producing, I'll finish that off and then work on other things. So it's 8 corners I see, and then I should get rid of that button panel. It doesn't do anything. And that gives me, what, 1 was 3, so 12 there. And 2 on each of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 plus 12 is 28. Let's go to any port here and go production. And on assembler 1, because we want, what do we decide? 8 corners and 28 is 14 of these guys. So 8 of these, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then on assembler 2, we do the same thing. And that way it gets done a little bit faster. 3, 4, and I think control was for 10. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. So, steel plates and interior plates. I want to finish this corner off here and then I think paint that out. This calls for either an improved welder or a welding ship. But we'll just knock this out and then lay out those and get that done. So today, as it says in the description, the goal is a weld ship, maybe some work here, maybe some work on laying out the base. Because I want to put up a permanent base over in that valley. That's been my goal, honestly, since I started this world. And I just kind of ended up here because this is where the resources were. But at this point, we have ships that we can get resources wherever we need. So I think a base is called for. This is going to be a big undertaking for me. I don't really know what all it's going to take, what all options I have, or really how much I'm going to get done. My goal for today is about an hour, I think, and then I'm going to go midday grocery shopping. Let's lay out these. So if we go to 5, yeah, corners. We need there. We need there. We need there. We need there. Picking the wrong one. There. There. I'm just going to get them all laid out one type at a time, and then we'll go back through. Yep, okay. So, not the two sides. We just want to catwalk. Ooh, I might want catwalks in these corners too. Just for consistency, right? Oh no, what have I done? Get down. Yes. No. All right. Oh, and I don't really want this because it doesn't do anything anymore. Right? Like, there's no point in this thing. That's why I have command stations. I'm also going to want... Ooh, I need places to put seating in here. What's the opposite of page down? It's delete. It's kind of an... I mean, no, that's not what those words mean. but it is. And page down is the way I'm rotating here anyway. Oh, what have I done? What is this? This is off. This isn't right. Catwalk, and then corner. Yeah, great. I think that's going to be really good. Production is done already, which is fantastic. I have too many of these things, which is normal. Yeah, you get picked up by the oxygen generator, which I can then grab over here. Get my hydrogen. Let's get a nice welder. It's worth it for the elite welder, I think. Yeah, I've got the platinum. Ooh, that takes a long time. Let's ditch all of these things that I'm not using anymore. Put them in the assembler, not those. That goes in the assembler. That goes in the assembler. Not that. This goes in the assembler. This goes in the assembler because I have a drill. And now I have an elite welder. Ooh, so fancy. Oh, I'm so fancy. Disassemble. Let's knock out all of these things into components because I don't need them. We're playing on Luffy, so it's not a big deal. And now we start welding. Okay, it's all the interior plates I can carry. Oh, I gotta move my welder. and Small steel tubes, my nemesis! I'm just going until I run out of interior plates. I'm out of interior plates. All right. Over here. Well, the interior plates, and where's the assembler over here? There's more interior plates, and where's the other assembler? We have a ton of components just like sitting in boxes. Whoa! Could outfit an army in here. We don't need that much stuff. I mean, maybe we do. Just doing this the way we did the, oh. There we go. Now we're out. Come over here. And I think it's in the assembler. Still not all, but I think I'm going to have enough to get around because I got some from elsewhere. Okay. There we are on interior plates. Those go back into a box. Any box. Small cargo container tube. Perfect. Small steel tubes. Let's take everything we got and more. And more. It's in the other ass. Okay. That should be enough small steel tubes to go around. I think it is. I think it's going to be. Okay, let me know if I miss one. I think I got them all. Yep, getting them all. Okay, that's all the small steel tubes. Now construction components. Take small steel tubes, put them in a box. In a box. In a mine. In a mine. Where 1,000,000 diamonds shine. Okay, and okay. All right. And that's that. I dig it. Man, I wish there was a way to level this out. If there was like a auto level me button, that'd be fantastic. Do we want to shoot for like an orbital platform? We have a base in space. I might get up there with a... I mean, my drill ship won't make it up there. This is purely atmospheric. It needs painted. Maybe with racing stripes? Oh no, it's missing parts. Oh, I gotta put those back on. Light armor blocks. Get over here. Not a half slope, but a full slope. Disaster averted. There we go. Yeah, it needs painted, but I don't know. If you have color suggestions or plans or anything, let me know. We'll pick something great. Okay. Oops. Paint it in gold. Paint it in gold. Making things garish. That's what I've been told. Na na na. Na 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 na. Okay. How does it look if we make the whole underbelly kind of going for like a bumblebee effect, although not really. So the original goal, or the thing I did the very first time I tried to build one of these, which I think is in my archives. If you go looking, it will be seen. The very first time I tried to build one of these, it had a black and yellow border around it. Oh, maybe I want this out here. Huh. Well, I thought I was going to build a welder, but instead I'm painting, which is fine. I mean, honestly, there's not like goals or objectives in this game. It's my game. I get to do what I want. This is my universe. I guess I should reiterate that holds true for anybody who plays on here. It's your universe too. I don't feel any particular sense of ownership in that way. Like, oh no, you can't make that change. This is my universe. No, you do what you want to do. It's a sandbox game. Okay, cool. Well, I'm all right with this. Yeah, let's do the rim now. Oh no, and it doesn't like match or hold or it's brutal. Brutal, my friends. Brutal. All the way around. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, and then we gotta do this part from inside. Oh man, I gotta move those. I gotta move those thrusters. Those are in a bit of an awkward location. Aren't they just? Yeah, they're just kind of randomly plastered all over. Sort of in the interests of getting us out of that mess. It's fine. I don't think anybody's logged on here. Alrighty. Flight seat doesn't really go here, nor does it really benefit me by being here. right? This is no longer an active operations site like it once was. Maybe it will be one day, so maybe I'll leave this just in case, but I don't... Oh, yeah, because then if I ever do put antennae on there, we'll be able to control it that way. Problem is, I was using large ship stuff, and I do want to keep doing that, I think. But large ship stuff is humongous. Like, large ship antennae are outlandishly sized. Still working on some of this stuff. Alrighty, welder. We need a welding ship. We also need connectors over here. Right? We do. That was the thing. We need connectors over here. I think we're good on the number of thrusters we have laterally speaking. This is a very, very slow ship, and I think it's supposed to be that way. So 20 minutes, and we've almost got started on the thing I said I was going to do. Good job. I think this would be easier. I'm actually starting with that because I think it'll lock on. And that's going to make everything go that much smoother. Not small steel tubes. Had about enough of your shenanigans. Yeah, that's right. I called it. And einen Motor. Einen Motor. Okay. Now that locks on, and then it's easier to frame stuff out. So a weld ship for welding. Well, let's make the core be dusky. Oh, no. Saturation comes up. Value goes down. Saturation goes down. Okay. And then it becomes a really dark green. So the design process that I tend to prefer is to lay out sort of the core functions and then flesh out around it. The weld ship is going to... It's going to have me completely losing the ability to think. The weld ship... Well, it's going to need welders. Welders need large things. Let's build up one more. And consider some things. So the thing for me about weld ships that isn't true about drill ships is that on a drill ship, regardless of which one of these you use, you can fit the drill up front, right in front of the cockpit. You can't do that with a weld ship because the welder takes because it's components, the welder takes large conveyor ports, which you can't do with on the front of a cockpit, right? This is the cheaper one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, this is the cheaper one. What do we got in here? So first this goes in here. Spotlight, maybe. Gyroscopes, definitely. Light armor blocks, for sure. Connector, we will need. Cover walls, we won't. Atmospheric thrusters, we will. Drills, we won't. Let's see. Where are our tools? It is a weld ship, not a drill ship. Armor blocks, for sure. Lots of them, in many varieties. Containers. I find that a good place... Well, large reactor. What am I doing? Oh, cargo. Cargo. I think medium is going to be right. A small ship medium cargo container is large on 3, small on 3, I think. Which does create issues. Unless what we can do, let's try something fancy. Right? So this is, this is large on 2. So that won't work underneath. That won't help. I think there's like large conveyor blocks, right? Conveyor junction. Not a sorter. The tube includes the junction. So we'll toss that down. Yeah, this is the one I'm thinking of. That's... Oh, okay, so it's... So it is smalls on the 2 sides and large is on 4. So if we put it like this, which we can't yet because I'm out of interior plates. Oh, what I did last time, I think, is thus. And then that makes the... I think that makes the thingy part of the stuff. Give me interior plates so I can show you what I'm talking about. That makes the cockpit part of the... Words? Words? No, no words. That makes the cockpit be part of the conveyor system. Right? If we do it like, not thus, thus. No, not like thus. Wait, why can't I do it like that? Why won't that work? That'll work. Yeah, but I want a little bit more height. I'm not totally sure where I want this, but I know I want it to be a little taller than that. So... And it won't mount oddly onto the top here. And I don't know why that is. I feel like I'm missing something vital. That mounts. But that doesn't. Maybe... We can bring it back down here a little bit. And then what if we... Control 2, go here. Oh, no. Yeah, that's fine. What if we add just a little bit more framework to build onto? Maybe you can't do it in the very, very middle, but you can do it on the edges. Conveyor junction. Okay. So that's a start, but what we actually want, yeah, is like, no, not that. Yes, like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because then that way we can do curved tubes out. Thus, and thus. And we can put our welders up front. And what we can probably do is maintain the components to put grinders on the front of it, or we can copy the platform. Yeah, or we can just put grinders next to them. Okay. Now we are small in the back, though. Small in the back indeed. And I think components can't travel through small. So that's probably why I did it that way originally. I had these rotated. So we just make it real tall, right? Unless there is something that... Oh, there's nothing that's on all sides. Conveyor junction, no. And the curved tube. That's it. Like this is not on all sides. So I can make it a lot taller than I want. Or this fighter one doesn't have one in the back, right? No, the back of that I think is a door. Or is it? Oh, what if the back of the fighter cockpit is actually a large... Oh, that's how I've got to do it then. Yeah, I do this out of fighter cockpit. Yeah, this like gets me actually what I want. Okay. Burn all this crap. Fly on up. So now what we do is watch this. We do a conveyor junction here. Just like so. Yeah, that's exactly right. And then we do curved tubes here. Well, it's going to have to be pretty bulky. So what if we just do junctions here too? Not like that, though. Like that. So that T-junctions here, and it T-junctions there. And then we do medium tubes here, and here we can do a fighter cockpit here. Right? And then the fighter cockpit is, no, the cockpit is part of the system. How far forward do those welders reach from here? Yeah, approximately the right distance. Just in front. Yeah. No, that's exactly right. That is what I want. Yeah. And now we have large connections all the way back here. This is looking good. This is about what I want. Okay. So, medium cargo containers. No, we have large connections all the way through the back. They have smalls on the side. Being aware. What I've got in stock. Okay, good. That's looking good. I like that. It's going to be bulkier, I think, than I really want, but I'll probably survive just fine. Because of this, I actually do want an oxygen generator. I think that's going to be a handy thing to have in my ship. It's all the medium cargo containers I'm going to want. Pretty sure that. I see. Interesting. So an oxygen generator will limit me to small. I'll have to come around the other side with the mediums there. To get back to large. I feel like there was something. What's the large cargo container got on it? Am I making this too complicated? Absolutely. Large cargo container is... this is the one that's 3 and 3 like I was thinking. But it's in the middle, which means it won't mesh with cargo without a junction. This is getting more complex than it needs to be. Can I put oxygen tanks on this thing? Because if I can do that, then that will let me balance it. No, that's not what I want. What does an oxygen tank look like? Same connections as... Oh. Oh. Although I still need to go around. Right, and I think it's actually thicker than a... So if I put an oxygen tank there, and an oxygen generator there, do they line up? I think that they don't. No, the oxygen tank is a little bit thicker. Approximately 1 block, which is annoying. But I can fill that space with refineries. Actually, that's a good idea. Small conveyor tube. Small conveyor junction can go right here. And can fill this space up with refineries. Or not refineries, small reactors. And I think that will match that. Okay, and now we need to come back through here again to our connector. Now, is our connector going to go in the back of the ship, the bottom of the ship, the side? You know, if we put it on the side, it might be easier to line up. But it might also be more likely to run into things. How big is the connector on this thing? That's a spotlight. Pretty small. Pretty small. About the size of an oxygen generator. I think that'll work, right? I genuinely don't know. I don't remember which... If we put it on the top, then that's really weird. It would have to go in there. It won't really fit up in there. The bottom, I had one over here. I prefer the back, realistically. And then it can, oops, ouch, hook up to this guy here. I don't think we have a med bay in here. I'll have to work on that too. Is Wiz still on here? Oh yeah, he's right there. That is to say, he hasn't left at any point. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I think this is looking good-ish. Let's start by just welding all this junk together. So, because this is how I roll, small blocks, we have one of these, 3 of those. Oh, that's for, right. I have 3 of those, which I think is what I clicked for. 2 curved conveyor tubes. An oxygen generator and an oxygen tank. Okay. So let's just start going to town on this thing. Man, what do I have in my pockets that's taking up so much space? Steel plates and large steel tubes, and I'm just about out of hydrogen. Okay. So close that, come over to that assembler, I guess. I don't need steel plates anymore. We're good on steel plates. Knock you over there. Something. Did I forget to take it off of demolish or whatever? I totally forgot to take it off of disassembling, so I gotta clear everything out now. Okay. We're gonna have so much extra junk, I'm not gonna know what to do with it. Motors is the thing I need the most. It's a thing I need the most. But I have motors. How did I not throw motors on absolutely everything over there? Small steel tubes, my freaking nemesis. Tons of interior plates and construction components. Oh, let's order up like a couple hundred steel plate interior plates. And where are we at as far as that stuff goes? Small steel tubes, not motors. I got my motors. Small steel tubes. Motors go over here. Metal grids will be important. Ever more small steel tubes. Handful of interior plates. Yeah. Yeah. I got so thrown off because I did the whole thing backwards. I don't know what I tore up. Hold up. And boo. There we go. So, how has everybody's day been? I hope that you are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. You know, all things considered. We need more interior plates. We need more construction components. So let's just order up a couple hundred construction components and start with that. Production. Assembling. Just give me a couple hundred. Those are done. This is done. We need, stuff. I have computers, so let's go check out what we got as far as computers and displays go. There's some computers. There any in the other one? Yeah, there's some computers. I got no displays or bulletproof glass, which is fine. That's a fine thing. Ooh, that looks good in that color. Okay, interior plates, bulletproof glass displays, production. I don't even know how many, so let's get 10. Well, let's get like 100 bulletproof glass. Okay. Really needed 40. Which is fine. I think what we really need at this point is construction components and interior plates, which we are working on. Evidence says yes. Should be about 100 in this one. Good. Let's see where that puts us. Yay! Okay, this still needs a bunch of interior plates. Mostly we need interior plates, but we do also need more construction components. Let's get 200 interior plates. I don't need those anymore. I actually don't need this stuff. I think I need these. No, I need some of that. Bam! Okay. Yeah! Some of this is because I'm not actually totally sure where all of my hookups are and what they look like, so turn my light off. So I would say even a significant chunk of what I'm doing right now is just making sure that I've got the next step hooked up properly. Okay, 8 more construction components, and then I think we're ready to move on to the next stage. Okie dokie. So what have we got now? Oh, 2 small conveyors that need sorted out. But I think everything else is lined up correctly. Oh. Lol, no. We need 55 more construction components. There's one. So we only need 54. Just making sure. Cool. 27. Both these assemblers. Okay. Alrighty. Good start. Motor and 4 construction components. 8 construction components and 2 motors. I've got the motors. I've got so many motors. Oh, wait. I actually didn't want that many. I wanted 2 of these as well. There we go. And now 8 construction components. Oh, I only wanted 2 motors. Yeah, it's fine. There wasn't really even enough time for me to muck about with Okie dokie. So how big and what are the connection requirements for a large reactor? Because I happen to think a large reactor is a good plan on this. Very reactor friendly, not super big on batteries on these little ships. Although this one has to spend a lot of time docked. Don't need landing gears right yet. A large reactor is, a very reasonable size. It's like almost too reasonably sized. It won't, I don't have anywhere good to put it. Right, things only got 2, so I need a center spot. Obviously not there. That's a terrible spot. That's so exposed. All right, in the middle, see. We got 1, 2, 3, which are all sharing by a conveyor. So that's fine. What I just, if I'm gonna put stuff out the back, yeah, I'll do my connection out the back. I mean, I could do it in. I could do another cargo container. It just doesn't need that much, right? I suppose it's fine if it is storage for all of our components. I just don't think it needs that much. It's just turning into a really long ship. You know, long ship is very long. If we pull the tank, there still isn't a way to get to it though. We still need that kickstart reactor. I don't like having the kickoff reactor. It kind of bothers me. Right, that one small reactor that's not connected to the conveyor system because there's only one port on small ship, small reactors. You don't really like it. I mean, I guess it's great as an emergency reactor or something, but but if we were to do it that way, we could put the large reactor here. We'd have to rotate this. No, no, no. Right. It goes between those two, and then it's still connected. Maybe we can do a conveyor here that will let us hook something somewhere. Hmm. Hmm. Put a little bundle of gyroscopes back here. Yeah. Is too large or is too medium going to be enough? There's a question we have to ask ourselves now. Is 2 medium containers going to be sufficient? For most build projects? I think it will. Do I have a medium on this one? I think I do. Or do I have a large? I have a large and I have a medium. Medium is several times what I can hold. Although not quite 10. Not quite 10 times what I can hold. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you know what I can do? I know what I can do. If I turn this sideways, medium cargo container, don't need another oxygen tank. If we do it this way, not that way. That way, large reactor can go on top, which makes this taller and bulkier than I'm really comfortable with, but I think it will work out okay. Large reactor? Yeah. Steel plates. Not up that close. If we do it back here, we can put infrastructure and armor in front of it, and then it works out okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that gets us pretty close to what we actually want. Let me go over here and mess with my get my stuff back up. Oh, that's actually in pretty good shape. Okay. And now we can worry about, now the conveyor can go on the back. Which this then forces us to expand the top, and that gives us a lot more range to mess with whatever it is we're going to mess with. I'm going to dual connector this thing. I want one in the back, but I also kind of want one on the bottom. So we'll put it on the bottom here. We'll put a conveyor there. One. No. One. Thank you. Conveyor junction. Which we want that. No. No. Yes. Mm-hmm. And then that way we can put our connection on the back. Our connector on the bottom there. Put our connector on the back. I'll put another, I guess, cargo. I don't think there's any more utilities we actually need on this ship, right? We need to fill it up with thrusters. We need I could put hydrogen thrusters on here too, since I've got an oxygen generator. Yeah, actually. Yeah. What's the connection required on a large hydrogen thruster? Kind of want a tank too, don't we? Mm-hmm. Kind of do. It is a large connector or smalls on the sides. What does a hydrogen tank give us in terms of connections? Does anyone know? It is large pass-through or single smalls on the side, and it is enormous. Dang it. Ugh. Junctions are the only way to get past that to get this to go the way I want. Unless we doubled up the oxygen generators and then paired them with tanks to make them backwards, and then we can put hydrogen. Hydrogen tanks are larger. Mm-hmm. This is getting absurd. I feel like a weld ship shouldn't be the first thing that I build that makes it to space, but that's what's going to happen. Is a weld ship is going to make it to space. Okie dokie. Well, now what? Well, now we order up another conveyor junction and a hydrogen tank. This is turning into a ridiculous thing. Production. Small blocks. Conveyor junction, and where my hydrogen tank is at. Hydrogen tank, which those things are enormous. It's already mostly stuff that I've got floating around the boxes here. Which sadly means I'm going to use a bunch of the stuff in the boxes and then be left with a ton of leftovers. Gotta put that glass away. Woo. Doing pretty good. Construction components. Okay. Motors into, nope, yes, into the box. Bulletproof glass into the box. Interior plates are handy for now. Construction components. Large steel tubes. Small steel tubes. 40 construction components, and that's it. Okay. Oh, they're coming. Eventually, I think I'm going to wipe out all of these until I know that I'm ready for whatever I'm doing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Okay. Alrighty, this is insane. This ship is madness. Yeah, this ship is absolute madness. But it's what we're doing. How much back thrust do we want? I'm gonna go with 6 back thrust. Can we do 6? I think we can do 6 back thrust. For which we need small conveyor tubes. Since hydrogen all has to be connected to a thing. 6 back thrust, and then we do 4 in any given direction. What are we doing back here? This was going to be small reactors. What a mess. And then a large thruster, which I don't know how much thrust that gives me. We'll test it, though. Oh boy, howdy will we ever. We're going to test this so good. Okay, that's ludicrous. But it's what we're doing. And yeah, I'm totally putting small ones around the back. It's like RCS stuff. Okay, attitude thrusters. I want attitudes here and there. You actually maybe want little packets of them. Man, this is going to have a hard time fitting out of this, like getting out of here. I'm going to have to turn one of these walls into an actual, like, gate or something. Like that one right there. This is going to have to all just turn into a gate that'll open up so that things can move through. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, 1 large and 4... Well, let's just burn out of what we got. All right. A bunch of construction components. Actually, blades. I think we're good on those. We might need more motors. Don't really need small steel tubes. We don't need anything I've got. We might need more motors. Mostly we need construction components. And I'm going to need reactor components and computers. Okay. Give me like 100 of these. It's just like the next thing on the list. Where's my box? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'll bring those back into my box when I'm done plotting stuff. Okay, now we need mostly metal grids. Although we still need tons of construction components, so let's order another 100. I realize I only grabbed about half, but I just don't see this as being done yet. Hey, there's one. Woo! Okay. I think we're officially on the point where we need 8 construction components and then a ton of metal grids. Okay. We'll need more later. Just every step at a time, I guess, or whatever. Okay. So 3 metal grids there. And then a bunch of construction components there. Like 8. Somehow I used up all of mine. Oh, fine. I'll get more. You can't stop me. Like 10 metal grids? I don't actually know what I need for those either. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Where exactly? Bit of a mystery. 95 reactor components and then 17 computers. Was that right? Yeah, let's grab a compute, not displays or bulletproof glass. Computers. Grids go away. There's some reactor components. I think I've got more in another box somewhere in here. There's some more reactor components. It's not enough reactor components, but I'd rather get rid of the ones we've got. 69 reactor components. Well. Okay. We'll be building small ones too. All right, so here is the core, I think, of the ship. Which means we will only have one connection point. It's going to be down here. It's definitive now, so let's grab the stuff we need for that. Sure, probably. Oh, definitely. I don't think so. For sure. Okay. I guess I could also put one right here. What have we got? 2 going any given direction. This one I think should be a hydrogen thruster down. This one should be forward. I don't actually know what the thrust output of a hydrogen thruster is. These should be hydrogen thrusters to the side. For certainty. No doubts about that. At all. That makes it too uneven. I don't want them going down like that. Or back. I think just the one big one back is probably enough. I might, maybe we do 2. Maybe do these back. And those go to the side. And those go to the side. How many did I just lay down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Small block, small hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Mm-hmm. Where are my interior plates at? There. So now we have 5 facing backward. Let's put the 6th one actually right there. I think that's going to be a good choice. Six more hydrogen thrusters and 5 small curved conveyor tubes. One, two, three, four, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That. Just looking at what's up in there. See if, because the things I need will be whatever's in the. I don't know what I just did. All right. Assembler, yeah, the things I need will be whatever's in here. So I'll compare what I've got in here to what's in there. Put you in there. I don't need as many motors as I've got. Don't need small steel tubes. That's comforting. Metal grids. All right. So stuff that we don't need goes in here. Stuff that we do need comes out of here. Sure. Okay, and that should finish this off, right? Doing pretty good. Which ones are we missing? This one. Yep, this one. So, one cheaty thing that I particularly enjoy about the way this game is designed is that gyroscopes apply to the center of mass. Woo, that's cheating. It really is. Give me small reactors in there, I think. There we go. It's 5 small reactors. Should hopefully get me going. I don't actually know what that's going to make or take or do. Let's just dump what we've got into it and then kind of piecemeal. Mostly reactor components. Computers, it sounds like. These turrets are really doing a wonderful job of keeping us around. And actually, I think they're doing a wonderful job of keeping the game functional. Oh. Okay, metal grids, motors. 3 metal grids, 2 motors, 4 metal grids, 7 metal grids, 2 motors. Oh, interesting. Means I spent them somewhere else. I definitely didn't spend all my motors. 2 for right now. Okay, we have been on for about an hour. And 20 minutes. I will push for 2, then I will take a break so that this can start uploading. So that you don't have to sit through 2 hours. I mean, let's go to an hour and a half and then push and then go to break. Actually, it's a good time for a break. We got what, 6 backface, 6 backfacing, 1 large, 2 small, going behind. How many do we have? We have 3 going in those directions. Did I have more here? No, but I want more here. One there, and I actually want them there and there. If I take this to space, I am going to need top-facing ones, which I can probably just shut down willy-nilly when I'm in Atmo, because I don't need them when I'm in Atmo. It doesn't. They don't do me any good. I guess I have 1. Now I have 4. Which I think will cover my needs as far as that goes. I don't really want one there. Yeah. Conveyor junction? How are you incomplete? I must complete you. This is unacceptable. Oh, and I'm all out of construction components. Weird. Super bizarro. Okay, all of this crap. I'm gonna burn it. Melt it for parts. Just give me like 20. I think I only ordered like 10. Which is fine. I think that's all I need to finish this conveyor junction. Yeah, I just needed 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Mostly need metal grids, but large steel tubes, construction components, all the bits and bobs are really necessary here. Okay. So we'll set that to produce some of the things that we need. Yeah, I'm never going to run out of the need for those. And apparently I'm running low on that sort of stuff too. I don't think I'm running low on this stuff yet. this stuff yet. This. No. Ace. All right. I don't think these take computers, do they? No. Oh, large steel tubes. Large ones. I think I have large ones. Just not in my pockets. At least I thought I did. Container. Oh, there's no large steel tubes in here. Well, that's problematic. That's highly concerning. There's only one large steel tube in the whole operation. That's completely unbelievable. Give me 20. This will be a good start. And we're at about an hour and a half. That's right, I said a half. You're just going to have to live with that. You're just going to have to live with the fact that you just watched someone say half on purpose. I actually had a cousin who pronounced it that way. I think he still does. Pretty much just large steel tubes at this point. Am I ordering those? Yeah, but probably not enough. I'm not sure why he said it that way. His parents don't say it that way. Which, I'm pretty sure I've pressed on it, and I think I have done. He says it's because he grew up in Singapore. But the thing about that is, so did his sister, and she doesn't say it that way either. So, I think he might just be a weirdo. Which, honestly, is perfectly acceptable. Did I get everything? Oh, no. That's these things, and then I'm gonna sign off and call it a day. Computers and reactor components. That's it. That's all I need back here. Okay. So, computers, reactor components in the next one. I'm going to take a quick break. I might be back in 20 minutes. I might be back in like an hour. I think I'm going to go shopping, groceries for the week. So I'll be back in like an hour, I think. But this was fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed recording it. Have an excellent day, and I will talk at you in the next video.